Well, hello everybody out there. How is it going? And a massive happy new year to you all. It is now 2026, so come along and join me on my first stream of 2026. I hope everybody had a good Christmas and had a good, safe New Year as well. But we are back now here in 2026. It's a new year, it's a new start, it's a new beginning. So that requires a new office. If you come into the chat tonight, I will be wishing you a happy new year. So without any further ado, let's get into this. So yes, it's been. I'll be explaining what my Christmas was like and everything as we go. But I thought a new year deserves a new office, and that's exactly what we're going to get. So we're going to be saying goodbye to this one. I hope by the end of stream, we shall see. I have been preparing a house, which is the Sunny Bungalow I've decided on. And I'm going to change it up just a little bit. You'll see what I've done so far to it, but I thought I'd better leave the rest till stream. If not, I'm going to not have anything to fucking do. So, so yeah, that's the tail of the tape there. So here we go. So at the front, the doors have gone. I'm going to make this into the kitchen. In here has been boarded up. That could potentially be the living room. This is going to be just like a little bedroom or bathroom even. We do have a bathroom already. But I could just make that into a smaller bedroom, something along those lines. We've still got to do this monstrosity of a room, but we'll do that when we get to it. This, another bedroom there. I've taken windows out, but I will be replacing as we go. So I think if we're going to have an office, the first thing that we really need is the living room done. It's one of these fucking ceilings, though, and I hate them. But we're going to go along with it. It's only going to be sort of like, a smaller kind of living room area. And what I'm thinking about doing is having, I can't put a telly there, so I'm going to have to take this side window out here. I'll get rid of the radiator as well, and then we're going to pop a wall in there. And, go along with it. So, yeah, there we go. Right, so now I can put a sofa there or a sofa there and look this way, however I want to do it. So that is really, really good. So we'll get this room done first, and then I guess we'll work on this one, which is, in its original form, this was a living room, but I've decided to have it a kitchen. I like to have the living room's out the back. It's more private. That is how my house is, my real house that I live in. So, I think it's more private, although my living room is way bigger than this. I mean, essentially, what I could do, I suppose, if I wanted to, is knock this wall out and have it a bigger living room, but then you have the problem with that frigging ceiling. So that could be an issue. Also, we're going to have to do something about this as well. But we'll get to that in due course. So I think the first thing to do is to start with the flooring. So, flooring, how are we going to do this? Well, what the fuck is that? Is that a spoon? Okay. Let's go into some surface finishes and let's get a carpet. Right, my office, so it's going to be blue. It's going to be probably going to be a very blue themed house, but we shall see. So, my Christmas and that, what was it like? Well, first of all, I hope yours was good. I hope you had, I hope Santa Claus brought you everything you wanted. I hope you're a good boy or girl and got everything you wanted. Me, I got some incredible things. Things that I wasn't expecting. Things that I'm very, very grateful for. I've got, I will show these on the channel at some point. I've got some new records. I got Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz picture disc. And I got three Pat Benatar records I already had, but these ones are reissues and they're coloured vinyl. So I was really, really happy to have them. So at some point, I'll take you through those and show you exactly what I have because they're pretty interesting. I'm very happy to have them. That was my wife who got me them. I also got some t-shirts. I got a WWE Undertaker t-shirt, Cody Rhodes t-shirt, and like a Roman Reigns t-shirt, but instead of like acknowledge your tribal chief, it says acknowledge your daddy on it. I got that off my son, so pretty cool. And yeah, it's just been a bit of it's been a busy Christmas, but it's been a good Christmas. It's been, like that. So I'm very, very happy with how it went. I'm also happy, already my year is already, we're only into the fifth day of 2026, and my 2026 is already better than 2025 was. So yeah, it's really, really good. We had a lovely Christmas lunch. I had some, what I cooked. And yeah, I just had a really, really nice time with it and really enjoyed myself. So it was really, really lovely. And my kids got some pretty awesome stuff. So it's all good. I'm really, really happy with everything I got. And yeah, here's to, a good 2026, not just for me, but for all of you guys out there as well. What else did I do over Christmas? Well, we went, my mum came and stayed over my sister's who lives, about 10, 15 minutes away from me if I bike, So we went down, I went down to see her three times over Christmas. Um, and that was nice to see her. I also went over to my mother-in-law's and had Christmas one day over Christmas with her and my sister-in-law as well and my niece. So that was really really cool. Went over to see them, and they got me some presents as well, which I wasn't even expecting. I was in shock. I wasn't expecting it, and I got this lovely set where it come with a wallet and a watch is in it as well, and you got sunglasses in there and there's also this other like belt buckle thing. It's just really, really nice, a really, really thoughtful gift, and I wasn't even expecting anything, you know. So I was quite humbled by that. So yeah, I was really happy to receive that. So a massive thank you to them as well. You're awesome, and your family love you loads. So that was pretty nice to have. I also I just had a lovely time, and it was better, than Christmas last year. I mean, it beat the pants off Christmas last year, and already the new year beats the absolute shit out of last year because last year at this time was bad. So, yeah, quite humbled by it, really. But, and I thought, well, what can I do? I thought, when should I do a stream? And then I thought, sod it, I'll do it tonight. So here I am. Why not, eh? I've got to come back at some point and start. So I thought, no time like the present. So here I am, folks. Okay, so we've got the sofas there. We've got the TV there. I'm going to put some blinds up there instead of curtains, I think. So, now the big question. Have I been playing any games over Christmas? Yes. Honestly, I've been getting back into GTA a fair bit, playing it with my son. We've had an absolutely wonderful time on there together. He has been an absolute rock. He has made it just absolutely fucking amazing. He really has. He is genuinely my hero. He might be 14 years old, 15 next month, but he is genuinely my little hero, and I thank him for everything, and I love him, so much. I really do. Um, But yeah, when it comes to Christmas time, it was lovely. It was really, really lovely. Um, my Christmas ended into New Year. It was sad at times through people we've lost, remembering them and also, the fact that they're no longer here and everything. But we've had over Christmas, we've had candles going for them in front of a picture of them each. We've had, a drink at Christmas, at New Year to honor them, remember them, and that's what's important. Family's important, guys. It really is. But yeah, I've had an incredible time, and I'm happy to be back and doing this. And so it'll be like before, probably a couple of times a week. I'll be here, um, you know, live streaming and telling you it was pissed me off today, things like that. So, all that to look forward to, and a good 2026. What have we got on the cards this year? We've got, I think, yeah. Well, it's not till November, but GTA 6 is supposed to be out. Whether it actually comes out or not is another story. But I will be getting that and playing that at some point, and just having a good time with it. So looking forward to that. Um, I don't know if there's any other games coming out that I'm going to get or want at the minute. I really don't know. I'll be honest. I've been more interested in just playing GTA with my boy over, Christmas and stuff. And I might keep it just basic at the minute. But I'll definitely show you those records I got for Christmas off my wife because they're kind of incredible. They really are. Then again, so is she. So there you go. So yeah, really good stuff. Enjoyed it, loved it, and now it's time to get back to it. Kids go back to school tomorrow here where I am. I know some kids have already started to go back. So if you're a kid who's gone back to school today, poor you. I was never a big school person. You know, don't like school. Think school's shit. So can I bring that across here? Maybe, possibly. No. See, I had to choose a house with one of these fucking roofs, didn't I? I should have just took the roof off and done it a flat roof. It'd have been a hell of a lot easier. But we are here now, and this is the decision I've made. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to go lamps. I just think I'm going to go lamps. It's going to be easier for what we want. That's an interesting one. Let's put a couple of those in. Let's put one up near the TV there, one around about there, and I would put one there, but I can't. So maybe just a couple of these in here. Well, they're plenty bright enough, so you can't see what you're fucking doing, is it? So there's a basic living room to kick it off. That room's done. Let's start work on this. So this kitchen, I've taken out the fireplace and the chimney breasts and everything, so that's gone. And that's going to be a big, a bigger kitchen. I always do a kitchen so fucking small, and I want to have bigger. And I also want some more room here, so I'm actually going to replace these windows with some smaller windows. So we'll build a wall and then we'll replace them like that. And see how we go. But yeah, it's been an absolutely incredible, beginning to the year. You know, Christmas is trying at times, but I'm very happy that, I'm very happy about how it went. Um, I'm happy it's gone because that was a bit busy. Um, you know, But that's how it is, isn't it? You know. Now, what's the ceiling like in here? Another one of them. Ugh. Right. Well, I might be able to do something about it in here. Right. We've got a nice flat piece there that we can put some lights up. So hopefully that'll work out for us, and I might put something up here. I don't know. Right. First things first, then. A door. Now, I want to put in something like this, a balcony door or something, so you can walk into it, and and so it looks just a little bit better, just so you've got something there, So I might go for that. If we put that over here, it don't want to know. Why don't you want to know? Where even fucking are we? That's the living room. There. Aha, you see? I put it in the wrong fucking place, didn't I? Right. So there you go. Nice doors to enter the kitchen and the living room with. First things first. I'm going to paint that piece I just put up there. So, yeah. So, let us know how your Christmas and New Year was. How was it? Did you get anything good? Did you go anywhere? Spend it with anybody? Be nice to hear. It really would. Right. So what else can we talk about tonight? Well, the weather's a big one. In the UK right now, we're having quite a bit of snow. I mean, it's not a big snow like we have had, but it's been on and off, and it's so fucking cold, it's unbelievable. Now, I don't like the cold. I hate the cold. I'm a fucking like spring baby kind of thing, and I do not like the cold. It drives me crazy. It really does. Fucking, just freezing your ass off for what? But this is why the good Lord gave us heating, you know. So yeah, it's been very, very cold here in the UK, and that, and like I said, I hate the cold. I can't stand it. Being cold does not suit me at all. Right, windows. We better get them in, I suppose, better we? So, what windows am I going to go for here? I want some smaller ones in the kitchen. I mean, they'll work. I'm more than happy to do that. They'll work. And we'll chuck 3 of them in. There we go. 3 new windows in there. And that way we can have cabinets and stuff go along there. It's going to be nice. So let's get a flooring down for the kitchen. We want tiles, of course. And I'm going to go with maybe that one. Unless I get a better offer. Let's change the size. And, okay, so the black pieces could be green, couldn't they? We'll do that. I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll just put that over for a new floor. And it'll be quite nice. We hope. Come on. Don't be a dick. There we go. Lovely. Excellent stuff. So, Things that I've been watching. Well, recently I've been. You've heard me talk about how the only reason I would get a PC would be for my summer car. Well, there's a new one. My winter car is actually out. People have been talking about it for years. I never thought I'd actually see the thing, but no, it's a real thing. My winter car is out, and I've been looking at people playing it, and I'm really actually interested in it. I quite like what I've been seeing. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to go to PC. I think PC get everything. Get too much anyway. They get every fucking thing. So I'm not going to go to PC, but I'm happy that I got to take a look at this my winter car. Let's do a fucking marble wall. Why not? And I was really happy to see that it's actually been released and everything. And it looks, you can tell sort of like it's the same village it's set in, and it just looks really, really good. At some point, I might consider getting a game in PC, but even if I do, even if I did do that, I probably wouldn't stream anything from it. That would just sort of like be for personal time. And yeah, sure, my PlayStation's for personal time, but that's also what I stream on as well. But I'm really happy to see it, and it's a really good game, but it does give you them feeling of fucking cold and stuff. And we've got enough of that going on over here at the minute. But as things return to normal, you know, after the Christmas break, a lot of things can, I mean, what are your plans for the new year? Me, I'm going to be actually getting this fucking house decorated. That is what my goal. I've got to decorate my living room area. I've got to decorate the entire house really. But yeah, I wanted to do that when we moved in last year, but with everything going on and everything, it's just been such a hassle. So I decided to leave it, and as soon as spring comes around, which you might be cold now, but just remember, spring starts in just a few weeks' time. Then I I want to get that done. I want to be able to buy a few new things for the house as well. So I shall be getting that done in due course. So yeah, it's all good. But yeah, what a fucking, you know, what a time. I fucking hate being cold. I'll moan about it a lot. I'm sorry. I really hate it, but it's nice to see the snow. I mean, it snowed here last night and actually laid, but people have been driving through that on the road all day. People have been walking on the paths, and now it's going to freeze tonight, and it's going to turn to absolute fucking treacherous sheet ice, which I'm not looking forward to. Kids go back to school tomorrow, and if you're a kid and you're already back at school, accept my apologies. You know, I know what school's like. School fucking sucks, and having to get up in the morning, in weather like this, and go to school and be nagged at by fucking teachers all day who are only there because they're getting fucking paid, is ridiculous. So you have my sympathies there. I never liked school myself, as you can probably tell. Not a school person at all. And to be perfectly honest with you, I don't know if my daughter will go back tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to get her there. I mean, her school's 10 minutes away from me, right? But the way you go is highly populated by people and dog walkers and stuff. And clearly they've been using that You know, they're going to have been using that all day. And I don't really think it's fair to have to take her out in that and, you know, risk life and fucking limb just so a school can keep up their numbers. So we shall see. And at the end of the day, the school can fucking moan about it if they want, but you know, at the end of the day, it's my child, and I'll decide, you know, what's best for her, not them. Admittedly, last year she didn't go back when she was supposed to, but that was because of an entirely different reason, which we're going to put in the past and keep there because that's where it deserves to be. Well, that's certainly made it a bit darker, hasn't it? Right, okay. Let's remedy that. There, and go that. Do I need to put another one of them in? Each side? Well, no, that looks all right. All right, time to start building this kitchen area up, I think. So, we'll go cabinets. Okay, store counter. I mean, I'm not having yellow. Fuck yellow. I would love to go that, but there is cookers to match. Well, that's interesting. Okay, what else have we got? These ones, these Vanamo ones. I think I might go for some of those. And we can do a nice, you know, long sort of cabinet area. I will put some more of them just about for now. And I'm going to grab a cooker real quick. If there's a white one, it'll be absolutely fucking wonderful and sexual all at the same time. There we go. Grab another cabinet. And I don't think I've even looked at the garden for this one yet. I've done a few things with oh, fucking hell, look how perfectly that fits. That's what she said. Look at that. That looks all right. And we've got our cooker in there as well. So I'm happy with that. I'm more than fucking happy with that one, actually. Right. And then it's turning dark outside. That's why it's like that. And then here, we can have not a dishwasher. We can put a cabinet there. And then get our sink unit in. Why aren't you letting me go there, you bastard? Okay. Well, but it may be because it's the window and the tap's there. I don't know. Let's try it again over here. Okay, so it seems to be happier there. So I guess that's where we'll put it then. Not an issue at all. We can always put something else there. Okay, let me grab another cabinet to put there as well. So you've got plenty of storage for your odds and sods, right? So that's that done. And then finally, we're in a kitchen, so we need a washer and a dryer. Oh, and we'll also need one of these for the cooker. Where's the cooker? It's over here. Let's put one of them on top. Whoa, this game's just suddenly gone super bright. I've noticed this game doing that a lot, you know. Frozen District, you've got something to fix. You've broken it again. Right. Kettle. And we want a microwave. And I think we'll go for... In the chat, Pam is in. She says, hi, hello, Pam. Welcome to the stream. Happy New Year to you. Hope you're doing well. We could put a fridge in like that, maybe. Why has this game gone so fucking bright? Right. Okay. I don't know. Right. Let's put in what we... Thank you, Pam. Bless you. Okay. So we're going to put a washer there. Dryer next to it. Okay. There. And I think we're going to get an oldie worldy fridge and stick that in. Why has this game gone so fucking bright? Ugh. Have I put too many lights in? Fuck, I don't know. Oh, well, bollocks to it. We'll leave it like that. I haven't put a blind up there yet. I really should do that, though, shouldn't I? I might just put one... I might just put one along the free and say bollocks to it. Easier that way. Pam's enjoying it, which is good. That's what we're here for. Did you have a good Christmas, Pam? And did you get everything that you wanted? Was you a good girl for Santa Claus? Right. There we go. Not a bad looking little kitchen. Fucking bright, though. Right. Do you know something, guys? We've forgotten to put a fucking hi-fi system in here, and that just won't do. Leave it with me. I may be able to... It was great. I was spoiled. That's awesome. And so you should have been. Absolutely. That's what we like to hear. Let's go and take a look outside here at this garden. Because... God, it's a fucking disgrace, isn't it? Look at it. What's this? Go away. It's my house now. Right. Oh, yeah, I've put that outside here as well. I've extended, like, the pathway. The door used to be here, but it's now here. Because I've actually done a walkway through as well to get out to the back. It's just an easier way, and, that way I was able to build another room here. This is the former, like, bathroom kind of area, I think. No, the former bathroom area is up here. We really should work on that as well. But I might even have this as a bathroom. It'd be nice as a bathroom, I think. A back bathroom. And you know what? We need another room to do. So let's work on that shit right now, shall we? Right. Okay. Let's brick her up. There we go. And it's not going to be purple. Right. I like purple, but it's not going to be purple. It's going to be pink with orange polka dots now. Right. We need a tile. That's not a tile. That's a tile. And we're going to go for... we can change the colour of this. No, we can't. What the fuck? Which one is it you could change the colour of? There is one, and I will find you, you son of a bitch. There we go. Right, colour. I'll go blue, and we'll do the floor in that. That's actually quite a fucking nice looking blue, to be perfectly honest with you. Right. Have you had much snow where you are, Pam? What else do we need to put up here as well? I could do them again, but I might go. You and had no. Wow, we've had a little bit. It has laid, but um, yeah, because Norfolk, where I live, was hit quite bad. There's been some places that have been really fucking bad, but we've had a couple of flurries of it today. It laid last night, and it hung around for a bit, but temperatures in my area can get down to -5 tonight. Some places are getting down to -10, but in my area, it can get down to -5 tonight. So whether my daughter goes to school or not tomorrow is I don't know yet because I'm not risking life and fucking limb for a school. Pam says pretty cold though. It really is. It really, really is. As I was explaining to the viewers a minute ago, I fucking hate being cold. I really hate it. In this weather, you need to be indoors in a warm house, plenty of cups of tea or coffee, whatever you prefer, um, huddled up, watching some decent telly or some movies or, something like that, or playing some video games rather than going out, freezing your fucking balls off. I'll be honest, right? My mum should have gone home today from when she stayed over my sister's at Christmas. You're under a fluffy cover. That's awesome. That is awesome. That's what you need in this weather. And, I went to see her last night because, like I say, she's going home today. So I thought, well, I'll pop and, see her and everything before she goes back. I went last night and I tell you, it was like -2. And, well, put it this way, you could freeze the fucking balls off a snowman. You really could. It was that fucking cold, when I was biking up there and biking home. If it wasn't to go and see my mum, I would have said bollocks to it and stayed in. It was just too cold. It really was. And people bang on about fucking climate change. Ha! Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, sure. The earth is getting warmer. Fucking prove it. Go and stand outside my back door for 10 minutes, then tell me it's getting warmer. Fuck. Was your visit good? It wasn't too bad. Yeah, it was all right. Um, I've I've still got that thing when it comes to my mum. That through everything she did last year, and I don't want to hold a grudge against her or nothing. She's my mum, but I thought everything. Let's just say I thought everything was sorted when it comes to that, and it's not. She's lied to me, but I'm not going to let that bother me. She's gone. She's gone back home now, and she's expecting me to call her today, but I saw her last night, so I didn't bother. Right, so we're going to have that nice shower in there. Nothing better than waking up in the morning, wandering into your bathroom, seeing this lovely glass plate in front of it with a lovely woman behind it taking a shower. Oh, right. Uh, uh, it's a new year, but it ain't a new me. I'll never fucking change. Um, um, so yeah. But seeing her, it was okay last night. I got it done. I got home, and yeah, it was all right. It was just really, you know what I mean? It was nothing to write home about. Let's put it that way. It never is, though. Yes, I agree with that. I do. I agree with that, and that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to do that, but you know, but there's always going to be that thing, I guess, where I'm for what she did. I'm going to be angry about it. You know, not angry that she got taken by those people. More angry that she didn't listen to me and my sisters. That's what I'm angry about. Should I forgive her? Absolutely. Will I forgive her? Nope. Do I like her? Well, that remains to be fucking seen at the moment, if I'm completely honest with you. You know, yeah. Well, hopefully the same will happen to mine, Pam. Hopefully it will, you know. She's had enough time to get over it and stuff, so, you know, and try, but it still happens. There's still a lot going on, and I've seen the proof, and I'm not happy about it at all. I don't give a shit who she talks to. Who she talks to is her business. That has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me whatsoever. You know. But what it is, it truly is. It is down to her being on her own, lonely and on her own. Yeah. It's also down to that dick of a husband who she married, who she's no longer with. You know, it's all down to that as well. But you know, I hope she'll learn. I very much doubt it because I saw a message from. I mean, she's been involved with two of them, and I saw a message from one of them last night on her phone when she opened it to show me some pictures she'd taken while she's been around my sisters over Christmas. I love you, darling. I will always love you. Yeah. I know it's for attention. I know that's what makes her feel better and stuff, but there's feeling better and there's being taken the piss out of, you know? And you know, quite frankly, yeah, exactly. That's how it's got. And this has been going on since May last year, so it honestly, it's coming up to a year that this thing has been happening and she hasn't listened to her children and put those people before her own children. That's why I'm angry with her. So, yeah. But we've done a stream about them, and it might see, you know, it might be a new year, but some things never change. You know, hell, I'm one of them. Now here's an interesting thought for you. Not coughing, water. 2 seconds. Right. Do you guys believe in New Year's resolutions? Do you make them? Do you keep them? You know, a lot of people at this time of year do sort of like, as soon as the new year start, I'm going to lose weight or, you know, start a company or shag as many people in a year as I fucking can and see where I'm at this time next year. You know, what is your take on sort of like the whole new year resolution thing? For me, I think that you used to, but not now. Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah, you know, it's difficult to make these sort of promises to yourself and sort of like, you know, if you're like me, I mean, I could sit here right now and say, this year I am going to lose weight. I don't really need to. I have lost weight. You know, just by doing my daily stuff and just eating a little better. You know, I've lost a bit of weight like that. But you know, and all of this new year, new me bullshit. Fucking hell. Honestly, that drives me a little bit, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. That one does. It really does. Now, hang on a minute. We've got a fucking wall there. Why can't we turn that into an ensuite? We could actually, couldn't we? Should we do that? It's a big enough fucking bedroom. Let's do it. Oh, too dark. I need to keep the torch on. I'm going to turn that into an ensuite. I didn't think of that before. See, good things happen when you're live streaming. Look, I'm in the bathroom. Amazing. Yeah. Let's do that. And we'll brick that up. We can turn that into a little ensuite bathroom. That'll be quite nice. There we go. Pam says, I've lost weight again. My son made it clear, lol. It just happens. There's times I can't help it. Yeah, tough times. Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's sort of like them sort of times get to you. The anxiety of them. You know, it's the anxiety. What does it? You don't, I mean, you know, with that, you don't want to eat. You don't want to do anything. You just can't stop thinking about a certain thing or whatever. You know, there's something constantly bugging you on your mind. Totally get it, you know. And, you know, until that thing is resolved, you won't be right. You know, when it comes to things like that, I mean, you know, I mean, I can sit here right now and I can sort of like say, if anything like that happens, you know, keep yourself busy, but when you're like that, you're like in a state of paralysis. You don't want to move. You don't want to do anything. You just want to sit there and you've got all of these fucking thoughts running around your head and you don't know what's coming next. You know, it could be good news. It could be bad news, you know, until sort of like whatever that problem is fixed, you know, then so like if you're worried about something or someone, once you know that person is okay or that problem is done, is sorted, you ain't going to feel any better. And I could sit here right now and I could preach and fucking say, oh, if you ever feel like this, just remember to do this and to do that. But then I'm no one to say that because I don't know what anyone else is going through. I don't have the right at all to fucking open my big mouth and fucking say, you know, you should do this, you should do that. You can't. You genuinely can't. No one knows what's going on with any other person. And, you know, that's where I believe in kindness and being nice to people because you don't know what they're going through. And just a simple hello or just a simple, you know, how are you can brighten their day, make them feel special, make them feel like they're wanted, like there's someone there for them. Because when it's like that, you feel all alone. You feel alone in the world. You feel in your own bubble. You know what's going on around you, but you feel kind of numb to it, and it feels kind of surreal. You know, like you know that the TV is on. You don't care that the TV is on. You know it's on, but you know what I mean? It's that weird feeling. Like you're in between a bit, you know, you're between sort of like worried, you're in between worried and awake, in between them. So you're kind of in limbo a bit, you know, and yeah, that can be a bit of a cunt. That really can. You know, I've been there. I know what that's like. I know what that's like. It's not very nice at all. It's really, really horrible when things like that happen. You know, it's really, really bad. And to anyone out there who is suffering that at the moment, my thoughts and prayers are with you. And although I don't know what you believe in, but I am a believer in Jesus Christ and God. I don't go to church. I'm not like that. I'm everything that a religious person would hate, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, listen to heavy metal music, swear all the time and smoke, you know, but I do believe in Jesus Christ and, you know, and I mean, I I prayed a lot last year when it was me. It was actually this time last year, and I've been so, you know, my anxiety has been telling me, please don't let that happen again. What happened to me last year? Anybody who has been on the channel for long enough knows what that was. And I just, I've been thinking, oh, well, it's coming up to that time of year. Is that going to happen again? Of course it's not. But why is it picking up wallpaper? Weird. Um, and and you feel sort of like, is it going to happen again? Am I going to have to go through it again? You're not. You're not. It's just your brain and your anxiety telling you that you're going to, and it's not. I can't tell you to think positive. It'd be great if you can, but I can't tell you to think positive because where's the positive thought when you're worried like that? Where's the positive thought where you got the anxiety like that? There is none. That's all blown out the fucking window. It's about protecting yourself. It's about self-preservation and also making sure that something is taken care of, gets fixed. It won't last forever. But if you're watching this right now and you are going through that, my thoughts and prayers are with you. And, it does get better. But it feels like it's never going to, but it will. You just need to identify that thing in your life which has gone wrong, which you're worried about, whatever it is, and cut it out. Try and fix it if you can. Or if it's a person you're worried about, they're not very well or something, trust that they're going to get better and everything's going to be fine. And yeah, my true, humble, prayers go out to you when it comes to that because I know what it's like. I've been there. I'm 42 this year and I've been through a lot of shit. So, I do understand. Okay, so what are we going to do in here then? We're going to go for that. So yeah, I totally understand. But yeah, back to the New Year's resolutions thing. I mean, I don't know, sort of like why people do it. Sort of like, this year I'm going to make it my year. How are you going to do that then? More power to you, and fucking, you got my blessings, and you got my, undivided fucking, support. If you can make it like that, but sort of like, this year is going to be my year. Now, people usually say that when they're pissed at Christmas time or New Year's Eve. Okay, 2026 is going to be this. This. Is it though? What are you going to do to make an impact this year? Me? When it comes to your boy, I'm not fucking, I'm not making New Year's resolutions. I'm not going to go and say, I'm going to lose weight when I know damn fucking well I can't because I've got too much of a sweet tooth too much. I can't do it. I can't. If I was, if I had an illness or something, that I had to adjust my diet for, I'd be fucked. I know I'd have to do it, but, Pam says, one thing I'm annoyed with, YouTube doesn't notify people anymore. Yeah, they keep changing sort of like things over here on this platform, and it's sort of like, it's sort of like, for fuck's sake, why can't they just have a system that works? Is it too much to ask? And why do they keep advertising on my TV that they want me to go ad free and stuff like that? Look, if I have to sit through a 60-second ad break, I'll do it. It's going to save me fucking whatever it is a month, $5.99 or something, isn't it? 60 seconds of my time compared to $5.99 of my money, which could go on something else. I think I know what I'm fucking doing. It's bloody ridiculous. It really is. It's all a money making thing. That's all anything is, though, really. In all honesty, that's all anything is. So I'm not too concerned about that. Um, you love it without ads. I mean, no, I'm just happy to sit through the fucking, adverts myself and just let it, 60 seconds. And plus, they might advertise something I'm interested in. Adverts when you're watching a film, now that takes the piss to me. And that's my biggest grievance with Prime. And even Discovery do it now. You pay for that, a local subscription every single month. A local subscription. What? No, you pay for a subscription for that every single month. And then what happens? Oh, Discovery have now got ads. Fucking Prime Video got ads, and you pay for that. I know you can pay for Netflix, and that's got ads on it, the basic pack. But if they're getting our money, shouldn't they not be showing us ads? Ads are everywhere. You can't even download a fucking game on mobile without ads fucking popping up for it. You sit there playing, I mean, come on, you sit there playing Farmville 1 minute, and the next minute you fucking got some woman on there or some bloke on there saying, my sex life was bad until I bought these amazing pills. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. I'm like, what? It's really, really fucked. I can't put them there because the window's there. We need a place for the television, don't we? But there you go. Right. Got the bed in. We'll chuck a telly up there. How long I'll keep this house? I don't know because I haven't been able to fit in a fucking thing yet for the hi-fi system. Yeah, where are you, Boston? He could still be drunk from New Year's. But if you are watching this in a little while, my brother, Happy New Year to you. Hope Mama Boston's okay. Right. Okay. Well, that's a little bedroom done there. And a little, oh shit, we didn't even start on the ensuite. How long have I been streaming for now? Nearly an hour, so I'll be coming off in a few minutes' time. So try and keep it to about an hour per stream. But what I will do before I go is I'm going to just do this path because holy shit, does it need doing. One should be able to do that. Right. I guess when it comes to New Year's resolutions, if I had to say anything, this year, one thing I can do, I'm going to not take things out on myself so hard. I'm not going to sort of like feel down in the dumps. A lot of the time I have felt like that last year. And this year is going to be different. I'm not going to be sort of like so down in the dumps. I'm going to try and think more positive about things and, enjoy things more. Peace on earth for you. Absolutely. And goddamn, you deserve it. You really do. You truly do deserve it. You've been through so much shit and dealt, so many bad cards. And it's about fucking time that you had a bit of peace. It really is. And there's a wall sticking out through the roof. I'll take care of that later. There's been, yeah, absolutely. You know, there's going to be times this year when every one of us is going to be tested. We're going to be angry. We're going to be pissed off. You know, none of us can get away with that. That's not, you know, anything to do with New Year's. That's just life, you know. But we can try and be positive and try and have a nice outlook on things. Because, you know, being angry or being pissed off, what's it going to get us? Nowhere. You don't get anywhere from it at all. Oh, I'll put that in there, I think, if I'll go in. Will it fit? That's what she said. I need to lay something down for it to go in, don't I? Right. I'll figure that fucker out later. Bollocks to it. While I'm here, will the snowblower do anything on grass? I'm just interested. Fucking hell, that's getting glitchy. Whoa. Okay, fuck that. That nearly crashed my game. Nope, not happening. Not today, motherfucker. Right. Okay. So we'll be continuing on with this probably next time I come on. I don't think I'll be going on here during the days and that. I'll try and keep this one for stream and just see how we go, see how we get on. And I'm going to delete all this shit and get some colourful plants out here. Let's make it a bit brighter. Paint the fucker. So we've got plenty to do on this one. Plenty more rooms to do. But we made some significant progress tonight. Let's go round it. So we've got a big ass kitchen at the front. Really nice big kitchen. Small little living room. And there's got to be a place in here where a hi-fi can go. Pam says, thanks for streaming Flawless. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in, Pam. I appreciate you also. You know, I appreciate everybody. And, you know, and thank everybody. And that is where we're going to end it tonight. So, yes, thank you to anybody who come in, anybody who watched this later. You guys, the real low fucking G's, remember that. And, you know, I'll be back at some point. I'll try again for this week, see how we get on. It's the same as last year. I stream when I want to. So we'll see when that happens. I'll try and get on for this week at some point, though, if I can. But yes, thank you guys for watching once again. It does mean a lot to me that you came in. 2 things you must do. Paul's waving. Hello, Paul. Hi. Happy New Year, mate. One thing you must do is go and subscribe to that young lady in chat. That is Pam's Game TV 2000. If you want House Flipper, then you need her because she is, you know, a maestro, an artist, the queen of the flipper. She really is. You know, she does these incredible builds that I don't even know how she does it. She has got some serious talent there. And if you like that sort of stuff, if you like this game, then you've got to go check out Pam's Game TV 2000. If you want somebody who is a mansion builder, who I would consider the king of the mansions, who is, you're more than welcome, Pam. Bless you. You know, who I consider the king of the mansions, who, you know, is an incredible guy who is a bit like me in some ways, then, you know, please go and subscribe to my brother from another mother, Mr. Boston Tea Party, right here on YouTube, because he doesn't just do, you know, you might see him playing House Flipper one night and another night you might come on here and see him playing with his hose. I mean, playing Firefighter Simulator. Or he's doing something else. So, you know, he's an incredible guy. He's a really good friend of mine. He is, you know, fucking amazing as well. So go sub to Boston Tea Party. But that is going to be me out of here for now. Oh, like that one, did you, Pam? Awesome. All right. I'm going to be going now, guys. Thank you all so much for coming in. Once again, to each and every single one of you, I hope you had a good Christmas. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Enjoy your 26, guys. It's going to be a ride. And yes, thank you once again. I'll see you real soon, guys. Bye, Pam. and goodbye to everybody. Until next time, look after each other, stay safe, and to each and every single one of you, God bless you. Bye, everybody.